What's going on, everyone? Gilman with Live Wealthy back with another video taking a look at why the stock market dropped 600 points in just 20 minutes today. So we're going to take a look at how the stocks were trading before that point, what caused it to drop, and what that could mean for the rest of this week. So real quick, if you haven't yet, go ahead and like these videos if you enjoy them. Subscribe to our channel if you are new. It really helps me out as I'm trying to grow the channel, and it takes less than 5 seconds to do it. And comment down below what your future outlook of the stock market looks like. Now, taking a look at what happened today. So let me get my charts up here real quick. But if we go to the Dow and we take a look at the one-day chart, what we see is, let me get the indicators off so we can clearly see. We had a little bit of a gap up in the opening of the market, nothing too crazy. We filled the gap, so came right back down, and then we pushed higher. And then taking a look at just the overall day, right? We were flirting with the VWAP. We were above it, we were below it, broke above it, broke below it, broke above it again, right? And then hit it twice, but couldn't break through. And then we were continuing upward. We were continuing upward, I would say, kind of nicely, right? Until this point here. Now, what happened here? President Trump tweeted that basically the Democrats are asking for $2.4 trillion and the Republicans have offered a $1.6 trillion stimulus bill, and they are rejecting that. And so he said basically that he has instructed his representatives to stop negotiating until after the election, when after he wins they will pass a major stimulus bills that focuses on hardworking Americans and small businesses, and instead he wants them to focus on getting the new nominee of the Supreme Court appointed. So going away from the stimulus and to the Supreme Court nominee. That caused the stock market to plummet, right? We're talking huge, right? Like 600 points in the matter of 20 minutes. That's ridiculous, because the stock market, and if you've seen any of my previous videos, as I do specific analysis on specific stocks, I talk about, these sort of outside the company factors that could cause it, one of them being COVID. If we see a rise in COVID, if there's fears around COVID, fears around another shutdown, fears around anything related to COVID, right, increasing cases, we could see the stock market take a hit. We could also see stock market take a hit with the stimulus stuff, which is something that I've been talking about for a long time now. So it's something that was kind of in the back of my mind. That being said, I was not expecting Trump to just tweet something like that. I thought it would be more, the House or the Senate. They're not agreeing, right? And so it's somewhat of a delay rather than a, hey, we're not going to do it until after Election Day. That's why the stock market took a big hit. But he basically talked about, that, and then the fact that, nothing's going to happen until after November 3rd. And then one thing that's kind of really interesting too is earlier today the Fed spoke, and he talked about that too little support could lead to a weak recovery, creating unnecessary hardship for households and businesses. So just today, when the Fed Chairman Powell spoke, he mentioned that we were in dire need of a stimulus, and today is also the day that Trump said that we probably won't be getting one until after the election. So not overall great for the economy, right? We went from this 283 level, which was, if we look down below, 10.6, 14.49, 14.48, to over here, which was at the 15.08. So, in just 20 minutes, we went from 283 to 277, which is 600 points. Try to push back, but then ended the day kind of weak. Now, if we take a look at the NASDAQ, kind of the same story, doing all right for the day. Tech was kind of lagging behind the Dow, so it was not doing as hot. But after sort of the lunchtime hour, when Apple announced that they are indeed having their event, it was a push up, which was great. We're doing well, and then that sell-off happened. Same thing with the SPY. They're probably all looking, super identical. Taking a look at this drop here, it was a, almost a 2% drop. Yeah, a little more than 2%, 2.11% from the high to the low, and again, a matter of like 20 minutes. Which is crazy, right? If you're someone who deals in options or someone who deals in more short-term trading, it could really throw you off. So what happens in the future now, right? That's what people are asking now. Again, it comes back to kind of similar things, right? So next week is an exciting week for tech because Amazon's having their Prime Day on Tuesday or Wednesday, I think, and then Apple's having their event on Tuesday, which people are expecting that they are going to be announcing the new iPhone 12. So great week for tech, but if we kind of don't see any talks of the stimulus, right? If Trump were to come out and say, hey, I'm taking that back, we are talking about the stimulus, great, we can push back up. If Pelosi or someone from the GOP says, hey, we are actually still going to talk about it, great, could push back up. But if not, we could see some prolonged weakness in the market, right? So it kind of just depends on kind of two things: A, what we hear from someone who is in charge of the stimulus, and B, how the market takes that, right? So maybe the market moves on from this and goes, we don't care, we could continue moving, but honestly, I think until we get somewhat of an update, I would not be surprised for a little bit more of weakness or a little bit more of selling off as sort of time passes, and we see just overall selling off and weakness in the market. So hope you guys enjoyed. Remember that a lot of these things, this is why we try to risk manage, right? Don't go all in one trade, because your chart reading skills could be great and you could be seeing analysis that's saying something should push up, but if you go all in, right, something like this can really make or break type situation. So don't just go all in. Make sure to always risk manage. Make sure to always account for factors beyond what you're investing in, right? So for me personally, I make Apple videos every day and I take a look at Apple, and Apple, if we look at the chart, was doing not too great, but then they announced their event and they were starting to do great, but they ended the day in the red because of things beyond Apple, right? Things going on in the economy. So always be sure to keep that on the lookout. Hope you guys all are having an amazing week so far, and hopefully we get some news that'll turn this red day around. The Dow was down 379 points for the day. We've seen worse, but the speed with which it fell was kind of concerning. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, drop a like, subscribe to the channel. Let's remember to be a bit better every single day, and until next time.